they drop the price because they're because you're their friend to fair price, which is 1,800 gold.
1,800. 1,800 I can do. 1,800 I can do.
It'd be really dumb if you were looking for an item and then you didn't have like market cost for that item.
See,
1,800 I'm good with.
You managed to buy the Hat of Disguise, and we're going to say that you bought the hat in the Foreigners Market, which is the neighborhood that's next to the Old Stacks. If we go to World Building, where is it? Neighborhoods. We just have basically a simple table. Old Stacks is right in the middle, south of this big wall, and the Foreigners Market, which is also known as Beggar's Square, or there's a Beggar's Square in the Foreigners Market. There are a considerable number of hobgoblins that live in the Foreigners Market, and it's a place where a lot of non-humans do their trade.
So, the timing with which you made your purchase is towards the end of the downtime. And it so happens that some of the other adventurers who are doing purchasing are also on the eastern side of the Foreigners Market at the end of this chunk of time.
Okay, so Sunny was learning spells, and he was visiting the fairy area to get the ink that he needed to pen his scroll, so he was kind of doing back and forth as well. I'm now handing the stick off to you, Adam. Back to you now that your internet is
I reset the thing, and we'll see if I get a good 45 minutes.
Exactly.
Once it gets to 11, it's usually okay. So
okay, all right.
All right.
Who should be where, and what sheet should we be on?
All right. So first, we should go to see the downtime sheet. Those who are doing purchasing. So at my sort of, it was Agony, Dee Dee, Capra didn't go, like he was in a different group. Dassod, and maybe Sunny. I'll go. I'll be there as well. Sunny will be there. So it's Agony, Dee Dee, Dassod, and Sunny are in the
oh no, the party is split. Where am I moving them?
Move them to the map we want to use is the Old Stacks map. They're not in the Old Stacks at this point in time.
This is the neighborhood map?
This is the neighborhood map.
Okay.
Just it happens to be a nice street map.
Yeah, so this corner, oops, let me force people there. This corner is kind of where the market corner is. So this is actually like a bunch of shops along here constitute one of the mini markets that has stuff on it. So Dee Dee is actually
Dassod, I mean Kev, did you like my gift? Did you get my gift?
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh yes. What gift are you talking about?
The one I gave Kev. Down the bottom of your character sheet that's highlighted in yellow.
Hold on. Oh yes, of course. I've got it right here. Ha! Look at it. Wonderful, magnificent. What is it? Looks through like, yes. I don't see nothing.
Do you see the new divination? Apparently the new divination works through telescopes, spyglasses, but not pointed outwards, but inwards.
Marty, does this ability I have allow me to just know what the device does, or is it magical?
What's that?
The bottle.
No, it is a colorful mosaic glass bottle worth 20 gold pieces that she bought when she thought that Kev was a drunk to brighten his day.
Oh, hell yeah.
It had a little note. It had a little note to brighten your day in Dee Dee. A bunch of the characters from the last downtime got a bunch of little gifts that were left in strategic places that you guys should find. Yep.
Thank
Sunny.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Did you get my gift?
I found a pen Was this the gift?
Yeah, you can stab lycanthropes with it.
I prefer to stab them through literature.
Yeah, pen is
Also
mightier.
with the pen.
Pen is mightier than the sword.
Especially if you have a very large pen and a very small sword.
Yeah. Or you write a treatise on how to make swords.
I think you found an argument that Slake might agree with there, little bug.
Or you write a spell that vanquishes the sword. It is a nice day.
It is a nice day, although there's a bit of a carrot taste in my mouth. It's because it's from all the pollution.
Did we update the perception script?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Pound. Perk. Well, Slake all over this, but not there. Agony, Dee Dee, Cog, Capra, Duggan, Sunny. Dassod.
Yes. What can I do for you? Yeah, no.
You've been around the party for a long time, and you know some of the events that have surrounded the party, despite the fact that you were not "quote unquote" there for them. You are actually aware. You've been reading people's minds, interacting with others. You are familiar with some of the street gang type groups or some of the operators in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And you recognize someone. You recognize a merc. He is talking to someone. They are nearby. You know of them. You don't know if they've recognized you yet.
Okay, hold on. Let's get to the right map here.
Yeah. Yes.
How far away are they?
Give me 1 second. They are precisely about. They are give or take 80 feet away. They match the description, at least one of them does, of the memories that you've sort of pulled from people's minds around the night they found Cog and Slake.
The thieves are mercenaries, the ones transporting them.
The thieves.
Huh.
So,
Nice.
if we're making this to scale, we're basically saying the further off you go in the distance, it doesn't actually adjust.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you have these two men, they're talking in the streets. You have a keen eye for all the nonsense going around the world.
Mm-hmm.
You saw them basically meet up. They did not come together. They met up, they started talking. It looks like they're exchanging something.
Well, my friends, it looks like something's happening here. Not a dull day in the stacks.
Yeah, I gotta decide between pink and yellow.
Those two are the ones that were around, weren't they? When Cog and Slake came out of the box. Look,
The two gentlemen over there. He's pointing, obviously.
Agony's putting the old man's hand down.
they will not recognize me and you, but they will recognize you.
I'm gonna go over there and say hello. You guys should start making your way. Azradel, the Sanction, you should go on the other side of the street. Pretend you don't know
Yes.
us.
Agony, hide.
Fine. Agony will step off to the side and try to hide with Sunny. Like hide around the corner from their vantage point.
Yep.
Dassod's gonna turn into...
Agony actually has a rank in hide or stealth.
Sunny has a rank in being a mage.
25.
Additionally, he didn't put any ranks in stealth. Eventually, he's just going to turn into a bird when he wants to not be seen.
Yep.
Yeah, Dassod's going to just walk around, walk around Agony, a post or whatever, and turn into like a nondescript.
Agony's hiding, but he's much more noticeable than Old Man Sunny, so he's just like letting Sunny pretend to hide or squat or look confused or whatever. He's like, I'll use the old man as bait. Agony is taking out his lucerne hammer and he's just waiting in the shadows with his cowl up. Dee Dee is checking out how Azrael or how Kev or Dassod is going down the street.
Yep, I'll walk down the same. I'll first change into just a male, not attractive, not just average male. He's wearing common clothes, working man. I'm using the hat to change my clothes.
Okay, the
Clothes.
Feels like
thief.
a couple of actions there, right?
The thief is going to attempt to. Well, they're both going to perceive around them to see if they notice the man sort of change around a lamppost, as in was one shape form, is now another.
Excuse me.
I need a really generic-looking man. There we go. Generic-looking man. He's a man flake.
He's a man. That is a man.
Yep.
It's a man.
All right. So 22 from the one guy and from the other guy. What is your diddly-dee? Your diddly-doo?
Dee Dee's taking out her bow.
Do you want me to do stealth or something, or because I wasn't doing this and just like in the open, I was kind of like.
Yep. Yeah, you can roll a.
You're running to the nearest telephone box to change your costume.
Yeah.
You are doing what is effectively a. There's a penalty for the check. You can roll your stealth check.
27.
With penalty, but
Actual note. Let's do this somewhere.
plus distance. They seem to be paying more attention to you. They don't know. It looks like they're ill at ease. You have said. I think
motive.
Dee Dee, who's quite close, notices them looking oddly in the direction of where the human squire now resides.
She smiles.
Yeah, they are an odd bunch, aren't they? But they're my friends, and you're not.
Do you hear anything? Or do you see anything? No. Were you followed? Don't think so. Time is short.
I'm gonna take their eyes off me by greeting one of the random guys in the street and making them my friend.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Jim Bobby Bob.
Give me a bluff check. You're both trying to bluff them and the person you're bluffing.
Yeah, Dee Dee's just watching them.
41.
41? Oh, it's Jim Bobby Bob. Of course it's Jim Bobby Bob. All right.
We're to the same person together, yeah.
It's actually John. It's John. He's like.
John. I know it's John. Come on.
Long time no see. And now that guy's completely on the defensive of like, oh, I forgot this other human's name. You're engaged in the conversation.
Jim Bobby Bob.
What is that rogue talent called?
This is called, where are you?
False friend?
Yeah, false friend.
The rogue gains a talent bonus, a bonus +4, making a bluff check to convince someone she's never met or who doesn't know her well that they are previously acquainted or know each other well.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, of course. High school, right?
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm hoping that will get their attention. And we'll walk this is not helping. I'm walking the other way with this person. Like, come on, let's go down to there's a little tavern over here. If you got time.
Okay. The two men seem to no longer be distracted by the whatever raised their suspicions.
Dee Dee's like fluttering closer and hanging onto a lamppost and listening to them.
All right, so what you got for me? The man with the red scarf has the deeper voice. Got a job. Time is of the essence.
That was Dee Dee's stealth with the invisibility.
I assume it's a mighty stealth of like 60.
Stupid rolls
it's
we're
basically
getting.
60. We got work for you. Pays well. One night. Time's of the essence. Who's it for? Lightfoot. Not who that. Yeah, the broker. I mean, who's it for? Don't know. I know what's coming from the Belicheks, though. They won't be too happy about it. Fuck the Belicheks. How much it pay? Pays enough? What are we getting? Don't know. All I was told is it weighs 50 pounds. 50 pounds, eh? When? Tonight. Tonight's hard. Has to be tonight. I'll think about it. Okay. The man in the thief's robe, who Dee Dee recognizes as one of the guys who actually survived your fracas on the first night in town, is handing a letter or a scroll to Herrick.
Okay.
Herrick takes it, he pockets it, he sort of turns on his boot heels and begins to walk away.
Yeah, she's gonna
This
follow.
guy.
She's gonna follow him.
The thief starts to go this way. He goes. He buys an apple. He.
Oh, Jimmy, I forgot. I gotta go. We go around another post.
Any time. What is
Jimmy Bob Bob.
Jimmy Bob. Honey, who was that? That was Jimmy Bob. Who's Jimmy Bob? I don't think he was from 3 jobs in your last house.
Okay, Dee Dee actually spent one of her skill points in sleight of hand.
Okay.
Plus 11 though, that's not very good. What's this guy doing with the piece of parchment?
He's currently walking. He has stuck it into a satchel on his side. From your vantage point, give me a perception check.
$13.
The satchel might be a spell component pouch, is where he stuck it.
This guy looks really ratty for a spellcaster. Interesting.
He also moves more confidently than you would expect.
Okay, she's going to try her invisible sleight of hand to nick the piece of paper.
Okay.
Dassod's catching up to him as a little beggar girl.
Come
All
on,
right,
plus 11.
Roll a stealth check first for you're changing in the streets.
No, I'm
market.
gonna do the same thing. I'm not want to go to like a corner, like for him. Go to a corner.
Yeah, go to a corner for him. There's also the whole like, oh my god, like the people in the streets like freaking out because there's a person who's
If it's so yeah, if it's gonna
there's a
cause
little girl in grown man's clothing. It just came out like.
if it's gonna cause a scene, if it's no easy place for me to do it, then I will. Is there a place can I roll my luck or something, or walk into someone's house, need your bathroom, come out.
So we normally in D&D we roll a die. We're gonna roll a D4, and high means there's something that's awesome. 1 means there's nothing.
There's nothing.
There's
Okay.
something in the middle. All right, there's a place. You still have to roll something. The DC
Cool.
won't be that high.
Cool.
Okay, so
I'll
there's
do
a
my
little alleyway by like a dumpster and a pole that you think can get a little bit of privacy.
All right, cool. I'll roll my stealth. 21.
Okay. You've gone over there. You've taken a standard action to change your form. You are now a small girl wearing wizard robes and a hat.
No, I have a disguise hat. Disguise.
Oh, you have a hat of
Has
disguise?
Yes.
Yeah, but you need to also activate the item to.
Okay, so you've now the size of a girl, and you're wearing wizard robes and a hat of disguise.
You know, take a.
So next round you can activate the hat of disguise.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dee Dee is attempting to pilfer.
I've got this ready. Come on, above 20. Oh, that one.
Oh, Kevin's gonna run up there real quick. Hey, let go of my fairy.
Okay. He's going to roll his perception check.
Yep. To notice something tugging at.
He didn't roll minus, so he knows that something's tugging at his gear.
Yep. It wasn't a combat maneuver, so I don't think she turns visible.
She doesn't turn visible.
She just stops. Frozen.
He stops. He looking suspiciously. He's actually grabbing his stuff, like he's like pulling his cloak around his gear. He's staring.
Okay.
You will make a perception check to see if you can see Dee Dee.
Young beggar girl loses their head around the corner.
That was it.
What's your stealth with the plus 20? Or is it? It's a plus 20, I believe, for when you're moving.
Plus 20 is 38.
Minimum. Okay.
39 with a plus, like rolling a 1.
Okay.
Okay, so it was the skill check a complex action?
I believe it's a complex action. It's a standard to try to.
So as a free action, with her bow in her hand, she's gonna like wind up a memory loss arrow into this guy's face as he's like peering, like she's like
right in the face.
That didn't go very well.
She thinks to herself,
I'll just fix this.
Right. She rolls a point blank shot would be AC 27.
Okay. What's the DC of this?
The DC is 12 plus charisma modifier, so DC 17, or he forgets the last 5 minutes.
He's standing there, scratching his head.
Well, she appeared because she made an attack roll.
Excuse me,
And you're
sir.
holding a bow at his face.
Well, yeah, she just fired a bow. She's got a bow out.
Yep.
She's gonna pretend to use it as a walking stick.
Oh, my wings are sore. It's kind of like my walking stick.
Can you give us a bluff check? Or a perform...
Could you show me where they sell apples?
So he saved against all your attacks, huh?
16 on the bluff.
All right. Why, of course, I can show you where they sell apples.
Oh, thanks.
Was 5 minutes ago
sense.
when he... like
Make this a sense motive.
yeah, sure. 11?
He's going to tell you show you where they sell apples.
All right.
Right at the end of this knife in this bucket.
Okay. He is leading you towards a dark alley.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can you tell me when the sod shows up?
You turn your hat of disguise on. You can start moving. Herrick is trying to lead you sort of this way.
Okay, well, Dee Dee will slowly start rising up and then turn invisible.
In there? That's a weird place for us to buy apples. Oh, they're alley apples. I really like alley apples. Like, I don't mind them a little bit brown. They're good. They're good for cakes and pies.
Don't worry. Best deal on apples in town down here.
Oh.
Other side. Next street.
Oh, well, aren't you very nice? Where's Dassod?
Okay. He starts drinking a potion.
Okay. She is going to ready another arrow at this guy's head if he does anything hostile.
Okay. I wonder what's going on down there.
Is this guy still here or has he wandered off?
The 2 rounds have gone by. He's actually
Mhm.
eating an apple at an apple stand.
Okay.
Like, he was going to go get an apple. He's, okay, I think we're going to do an initiative from here.
Yeah.
Because things are about to get spicy.
I popped out and I started moving north, right? So how far? I can't tell how far we are.
I'm just going to roll the random numbers and copy
It'll
pasta.
start from here.
Have you
Oh, like this?
added them to the
Okay.
initiative sheet, Adam?
What was that?
Have you-
Yes, we can. We need on the initiative sheet. Herrick has a initiative bonus of +4,
Okay.
and El Thuggo has a initiative
Thug.
bonus of +2, just in case he gets involved.
Okay. Let me erase the initiatives of those who are not there. So Slake is not there, Cog is not there, Duggan's not there, Sunny is here, Dewdrop, Agony, Dingleberry is not here, Thug, and Kev. Okay. I think I've got everyone. The initiative order is Dewdrop, Kev, Agony, Herrick, Thug, Sunny.
Okay.
Dewdrop is taking a ready action. If this guy does anything hostile, he's getting 3 pixie arrows of sleep. She's like shaking her wings a little bit as the dust is coming out.
Okay. Next is the initiative. Kev, what you doing?
Could I see Agony or Sunny at all?
They're all around the corner. You see a little bit of Sunny. Sunny's sort of like pointing at something. Just he's not.
I see a little
hiding.
bit of Sunny. I
Yep.
cast message on him.
There's someone in my mind.
It is I, Dassod. We are following the one with the red scarf. Just look down with your eye, you'll see us. I'm the little girl with the beautiful red hair.
You sound like a little girl with the red hair.
No, in here I sound like Dassod.
I think something's happening.
Okay.
I love that spell.
Agony will trust that he looks at Sunny, who says, I think something's happening, and he will continue his stealth down the road.
He said there's someone in my mind.
There's someone in my mind.
He's like,
So basically,
I'm stuck with
he's
team.
stealthing. There's 2 moves worth of stealth, and Agony 16 is his stealth. So he's trying to creep along the carts and the store.
Okay.
Is he still here? The thief?
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Herrick. Herrick drinks his potion.
That was 2 moves. His last move is he's going to pull out a wand, and the wand that is in his hand is a wand of darkness.
It is imprisoning you. All that you see. Absolute horror.
Mhm.
Right. Herrick finishes drinking his potion. He's looking at you, Dewdrop.
Hi.
Hi. And,
Don't
and
move.
then he casts he attempts to cast a spell.
Do
Are
I
you
discern-
stopping him from casting a spell?
Do I discern this as hostile?
Spellcraft.
26.
He is casting a shield spell.
It's about to get hostile.
Yeah, he's casting combat spells. So I think this goes off. I don't think she's casting to interrupt. I think it's just she's like.
Well, the pixie arrows don't do damage, so they can't interrupt.
Yeah.
So, but it is already, so it's going to interrupt.
Okay, she'll stop if he falls asleep, but I'm just going to roll a bunch of attack rolls. So first attack roll is he can see me, +1 from above, and point-blank shot 14, AC 22.
That hits.
DC 17 will save or fall asleep.
Oh, this is a problem. We don't fall asleep.
Okay, next attack would be 14 + 9, AC 11.
That's so
That
bright.
misses.
I love it.
And the last one would be +4, AC 15.
That misses.
Okay.
Shit!
That wasn't very nice. Give me back my memory, fairy.
Yeah, sure. We'll make a deal for that. I know this leprechaun who writes up contracts, and he's just over here in this alley.
Thug.
Thug is going to do a perception check to see if he notices agony or if he notices, like, if he hears anything from the other side.
Yeah.
He's eating an apple.
Really good.
He's
Really
eating
good.
an apple, and he's leering at some woman in a dress. Like
Okay.
he's distracted.
Speaking of distracted,
Alright.
Sunny.
Sunny. Violence is happening.
So awkward.
Agony. Violence is happening.
He's like creeping along.
Then he will keep going.
Agony's just his shoulders slump as he's trying to be stealthy, and Sunny is Sunny.
Slake is not there. Cog is not there. Dewdrop.
I'm curious why that didn't work.
Dee Dee is going to she sees Sunny coming. She's going to grease this dude in the alleyway.
Okay.
So the grease is mostly behind him, like people can stand in front of him still. The DC of her grease spell is 16. Or fall
16.
down.
Okay. Reflex save is incorrectly calculated. Damn you, Parachute! Why do you screw it up so bad? Sorry. He did fail. Yeah, he definitely didn't fail that sleep save. They forgot to add ability scores into the saving throws because it pays you.
Or the D20
book,
or whatever.
the
it came
D20,
from.
yeah, the PFSRD. He does not fall down.
Okay. Free action, she gets a sleep arrow.
Okay.
Um,
I have to double check all their work now.
she hits AC 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, DC 17 will save. Or fall asleep.
Now, you're 2, 3, 4. Yeah, a +2 will save is different than a +5 will save. I'm just gonna say when you're off by 1.5.
Yeah, there we go. Just sleep in the grease.
All right. That is.
She giggles lots.
That's Kev's turn next.
The guy's eating an apple?
Yep.
Staring at some lady in a dress.
He's staring at some lady address eating an apple.
Yeah, she's gonna walk up to him. Sir, I'm hungry. Can I have some of the apple?
Uh, give me a bluff check.
Sure.
I'm assuming your disguise is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
28 bluff.
Okay. He believes you. Herrick is sleeping. The thief believes you. He's going to attempt to kick you and tell you to go away.
It's
You're kidding me. He's gonna
Agony's.
kick at you.
Agony's turn next.
I'm
sorry,
doing it.
I missed Agony. I did miss Agony. Agony.
I'm doing it so his back is to them. So, you know what I mean?
Right now, his back would be to Dewdrop based off where you are.
Yeah. So.
Okay, he's facing you.
Yeah.
Agony's gonna use that guy's distraction to continue to sneak. That's 2 actions to get to there.
Okay, there's a man sleeping in a magical greasy puddle.
His stealth check is 22.
Okay. We're distracted. Reactive perception check.
Okay, so he just slips by the rogue, noting that, noting the little kid. He's not. He saw the kid once, so he knows it's Dassod.
Yeah.
Because I think he switched into a bunch of forms when you guys were standing around the
Yeah,
stairwell.
and the kid was one of them.
Okay, Agony sees this sleeping guy. Does this guy have a weapon or anything in his hands?
No, at that point he'd only he has an empty potion bottle and some like spell components that dissipated from his one hand.
Okay.
Grab his pouch. He put something in the pouch that looks important. It sounds like they're on a job for somebody important.
Agony will take things off of his belt.
Okay. When you open up his robes, dude's got weapons. Dude's got like a crossbow and a rapier and daggers and rope and the pack of tools and.
Okay, we're gonna. Can you get rid of this grease?
Yeah.
Herrick.
Herrick. Sleeping.
Thug.
Thug. Get out of here, kid.
Oh, please.
Oh man, is this your girl? Get her out of here. He's gonna kick at her.
Oh, please. Oh.
He's gonna attempt to kick you for non-lethal damage.
Oh, God. I am nimble. Jack be nimble.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. AC 19.
Yeah, no, I hop to the I hop back. You're mean.
What if I just for my own edification? As a human, what is your AC? Or as a halfling? And is this like a little armored girl?
Oh yeah, wait. So she doesn't have the chainmail. Doesn't have that. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
+1 for size.
18.
And a +2 dex mod when you shape change to a small.
No, I've got that. 18.
Okay. So you got kicked.
Okay.
Oh, he does get me.
So he kicks
Why,
you.
son of a bitch.
He kicks the little kid. Ha!
Why, you fucker?
For like 4 non-lethal.
I'm gonna fall on the ground and start
shouldn't.
yelling out. "Ah!"
You shouldn't do that.
4.
Sunny.
Kicking little kids. I know that girl. I think.
He's all
Is that you,
confused.
Dassod? You're not helping.
That wasn't very nice. I think Sunny's just going to cast Daze on him. Like, he's going to daze him and then buck him one with a stick. So we're gonna. It's going to make a will save. This guy's will save is This says 2, and that is because it is correct. Okay.
Can you coup de grace for non-lethal damage?
What was it?
Can you coup de grace for non-lethal damage?
In my head, that's totally fine.
Okay.
I would use the D20 modern rules for it.
Yep.
Because it had an outline there. Because not having it makes it very frustrating and goofy.
Okay.
The daze doesn't work. He's looking at the old man. He's like, so he's like, oh.
Dewdrop thinks they got this, so she's fluttering down to take the spell component pouch, in particular the note. She flutters down. She hasn't taken the note. She's going to dismiss the grease.
So Sunny casts a spell at the thug, and then he's going to go to help up Das, the little girl. Okay.
Let's bring him into the alley.
Thank you, kind old man that I've never met before.
Oh, I think I've seen you before.
Good times.
There's Dewdrop. Kev.
I'm gonna stick my tongue out at him and run away. Hate you.
Okay. He doesn't take an AOO on you for standing up.
Yeah, sorry. Let's look at that. Let's get that state fixed. There we go.
Agony.
Agony's going to take the flat top of his lucerne hammer and just clink it against this guy's head in a coup de grace.
All right. Let's see some non-lethal.
Some non-lethal
damage.
Power attack damage. Hopefully this puts him out. 2d12 plus 22. Wink. 37 non-lethal damage.
Okay, if he makes his save, he's awake. 37 non-lethal.
Wither King.
Okay. Okay, he doesn't make his fort save.
Okay.
We're going to say that he is out for, I want to say a minute. That seems fair. So
yep,
he'll be out for 1 minute. You don't necessarily know that you need to bop him again. There's some sort of heal check involved, probably, to figure out.
Yeah, he's probably going to wake up while we're taking things off of him in the alley.
Oh, he's awake again.
Eric's asleep in the alley. Thug. Mind your own business, old man. He's mouthing off at Sunny, and I think he's going to intimidate Sunny. This might actually. All right, let's see how this goes. Sunny's
shaken?
DC, it's 10 plus hit dice plus wisdom, right?
Yep.
So 16 plus 4 is 20. Yeah, Sunny's shaking. Okay.
Hey,
Ooh.
you kicked out a little girl, and he's now shaking down an old man.
Dee Dee's getting enraged.
This is our neighborhood. Why are we hiding from them?
You think Sunny's getting mugged at this point?
Sunny, how's Sunny reacting?
Sorry. You're not very polite. Sunny is going to... Oh... I think Sunny's going to take a total defense action.
Dewdrop?
Yep.
Dewdrop's going to take the pouch and stow it.
Okay.
One action left. She's going to fling a sleep arrow at the rogue who's shaking down the wizard. She hits AC 20...
Yeah.
3 minus 4 for not having precise strike.
Okay. This man who's currently got Sunny by the robes is kind of giving him a shake.
Yep.
Where are you? And
He falls asleep.
he falls asleep.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, Sonny, you want to bring him over here carefully?
I'll get him.
No, you stay with that guy. Dust?
Hi.
Are we out of combat?
We're out of combat at this point. The crowd is kind of giving you space. Things didn't get overly violent, so it's not like there's like yells and screams, but people are like giving you a wide berth.
All right.
Yeah, you saw that guy. He kicked the little girl, and he hurt the old man.
She yells at the crowd.
Doss is turning into.
I saw everything.
Doss is going to turn into a guard, like a city guard. So I'll take 2 rounds to armor, get armor, and then switch up. Around to go into the side somewhere.
We're the Steel Rose Watch. You don't need to fear anymore. If anyone comes to shake you down, you tell us.
Yes, this John guy. Yeah. His wife is trying to pull his hands down from the clapping. Like, no, don't clap. Yes. Little girl, are you in my head?
Oh, yes. Is the crowd still gathered or not?
Slake is taking stuff off of Herrick.
There are people watching you pull these 2 men into an alley.
Okay, so I will.
People also did see that one guy just kick a street urchin.
Yes. I'm coming back as a city guard. Don't be afraid.
I'm gonna.
The goblin coming.
Oh God. I'll take the 2 rounds to switch into a guard and put the armor on, or disguise on.
Okay. We'll just use your squire for now.
Yep, that's fine. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Is Herrick being woken up when Agony's taking his stuff off?
How long does it take for you to take his stuff off?
Let's see. Armor or?
Sorry.
Yeah.
He has. If you're taking all of his stuff, he's not wearing armor. He has a belt with potions on it. He has a crossbow. So potion belt, crossbow, quiver for the crossbow, rapier, belt with daggers. He's wearing a ring if you're going to take that. He has a backpack full of some supplies, a second pouch, spell book, and a rope. So it's a total of 10 actions worth of stuff to pull off.
Okay, I'll probably ask you to Herrick's gear. You're taking it all.
Yeah. Taking it all? Here. Shoot. I will copy this. And I will stick it onto the party treasure sheet.
Is he waking up?
Yes, he wakes up.
How many rounds does he wake up in?
He wakes up after about 45 seconds.
Okay, so I assume Das is still out there talking to the crowd, getting them to back off and go do their own business during that time.
And I'm going to remove what you put in there, Marty, because I got the full list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Kate, you're doing crowd control. Give me a diplomacy or intimidate check, or a bluff check, I suppose.
He's actually going to say, "Oh, the Steel Rose are already here. I'll work with them to make sure you guys are all safe. Now, come along now. Get along. Mind your business. Get out of here." You want a
sense of legitimacy?
A bluff, diplomacy, or intimidate, depending on how you're copping. It sounds like a bluff to me.
Yeah, it's a bluff. Yeah, it's a total bluff. 35.
He's random man guard.
Nice.
He's random man in guard uniform.
I guess I
Okay,
can round safe then.
People tend to give you space. There's a few people who like kind of spit in your general direction, like they don't necessarily like the guard, but they definitely give you space. They are clearing.
Okay, so
Won't make his way down.
Agony pauses and looks at the guy as he's waking up.
Morning, sunshine.
This is not the best day. He tries to scramble. Like his first reaction is to try to get up.
Yeah, Agony has natural weapons and combat reflexes, so you can do all sorts of scrambling if you want.
So he tries to stand up.
Okay, Agony's gonna claw at him. This will be lethal. AC 16.
That hits his prone AC barely.
Ooh.
Okay.
Really?
Agony clawed at him as he stood up for 6 lethal.
Okay.
Prone barely hits his prone.
Yes.
He's not wearing armor, right?
Nope. He had a spell book. He's some sort of wizard.
Oh, there's shield.
And
Okay, so
he
it
casts a
cancels
spell.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You don't look like
Okay.
like a thief.
What's it to you? He stood up, and then he's going to. Oof. Oof. He took off his spell component pouch. Oof.
Looking for this.
Yeah. He's gonna. So he stood up, and now he's going to try to run away. Like he's going to double move away.
All right, Agony's got combat reflexes.
Okay.
We'll say his Lucerne Hammer is not in a position for him to he was using both hands.
He
to
can't
gather
do the
steps.
triple,
Yeah,
the triple whammy. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll claw him again. Nat 20.
Okay, that hits his AC 24.
Nat 20 to confirm.
Oh God.
Turn your back to me! Ah! Dragon Claw! Let's wake this thing up.
Wake up!
It's time to die! Yeah. Standard crit, affect major injury. Major injury, part for... Okay, I'll do the major injury in a second.
Predator spine removal.
2d4 plus 10 damage.
Scorpion's fatality.
Is 17 damage. And then major injury, I think there is a random roll involved. I'll have to eventually work this into the sheet, but...
All right. Well,
Damn, the 20s are
the most
rolling
important part is he falls down.
Okay.
Let's see if he's actually capable of talking.
Major injury, d12.
Okay.
Oh, major injury. This is bad. Oh, this is bad.
12.
DM's choice from all of these things.
One attack, crush, 2 all move speeds, 3 fort saves, reflex saves, will saves, blind, death, voice. Okay,
Strength and con. Damn.
And the DC of avoiding this is DC 28 because that's what I hit him with.
Yeah, King, we're on the same wavelength. Voice, you claw him across the throat.
Hey, King.
The DC. What was the DC?
20.
DC confirmation to confirm.
28.
28. Eddie's okay, folks.
Fucking 20s.
Holy cow. Okay,
Yeah, I know,
hold on.
I know.
I'm just going to roll here just out of curiosity. The last 4 were 20s. Alright, fine. 17. It's not a 20, but still pretty good.
Alright, so we knock him out.
Yeah.
He has this wicked wound across his throat. You can actually see his vocal cords. But when he awakens, if he awakens, he will be able to talk still.
Dee Dee's gonna look at the piece of paper.
Okay. This paper has a note
First,
written.
he took non-lethal, so she's not gonna stabilize him. Like he's not bleeding to death, right?
Not to your knowledge.
Okay.
No. The note says high-paying job, quick snatch and grab, short window of opportunity. Meet the contact at Hairy Toes and by High Moon. And then in a different handwriting underneath, it says "fuck Belichek," and then there's a sigil on the document.
Do we know where? You said Hairy Toes.
Yes.
Do we know?
And Hairy Toes was written in a slightly different style.
Do we know what Hairy Toes means?
Knowledge local.
Wonder what hairy toes are.
She smiles.
Probably need a toe cut.
Knowledge local is +8.
That's funny. He had mobility and everything.
21.
You actually know what Hairy Toes is. Hairy Toes is a like a street slang for a thieves operation run out of a place called the Whole Hobbit. It's actually a goblin run establishment that's stylized into these creatures called hobbits, which are found off world. It's like a theme restaurant that goblins run.
The hobbits are halflings, right? Like,
What was that?
hobbits are halflings, right?
Hobbits are halflings, yes. So it's basically a halfling themed restaurant.
Oh, I've always wanted to learn halfling. But goblins live there. I've always wanted to learn goblin.
I don't speak goblin.
Hey, looks like they were gonna have a job. A smash and grab or something. And we need to go to the Whole Hobbit. We should get a couple of the others.
Oh, a couple of the others. Interesting. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Well, you guys did a good job over here.
Don't worry, officer. We are only working in self-defense.
Yes, yeah. By the way, I'm Dassod. Good job. Good work. Good work.
Slake
Good
will
work.
Officer Dassod.
will relieve the rogue of his things, but he'll get a nice hit from the Lucerne hammer first. Nice little love tap from the end of the hammer
Dassod's collecting some of this guy's blood.
for 40 non-lethal.
Herrick?
He doesn't get up,
Okay.
and then I will put more treasure on the sheet.
We'll relieve them of their goods. We'll call it a tax.
Are you're not taking the time to take off armor, right?
This guy's armor, unless Dee Dee said... well, actually, Agony is a caster. He's going to make sure the armor isn't magical. If it's magical, we'll take the time. If not, then
No.
he just stays in his leathers, I assume.
Is it Herrick the Brute or Herrick the Thief?
Herrick is...
Herrick is the thief.
who had a spell.
The guy who was labeled thief is the brute, just because
Got it.
they're both thieves, if we're being perfectly honest.
I'm taking actually a sample of both of them.
We have to go to this place tonight. And yeah, let's go make their lives miserable because these are the asshats that tried to steal Slake and Cog.
So you're saying we should keep them. Which one did we recognize?
This is the one you recognized. Herrick. The thief was one of the guys that was actually in that first altercation. He was one of the guys who got away.
Oh yeah, that guy. The guy you just gave a love tap to?
This man doesn't respect his elders or children.
Yeah. Let's bring him to the rat den.
Agony will pick him up over his shoulder, carry him to the rat den, and stick him in one of the cells.
Yeah, we don't need this guy either, right? This guy doesn't know who we are and didn't read the letter yet.
Percentile roll to see if there's anybody who would take offense watching you carry the man through the streets in your shithole. In the slums.
46.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
I've added him to the prison cell. He's going to go in the furthest cell from where the wizard is, and we've got 2 guys in our little prison.
3.
No,
We've got
King Killian was handed over as to the Sylvan Acres as part of the
yes,
deal. Yeah.
Yes. No, good.
Unless the visiting Fae have
Brought him back or something.
or stuck other people in there.
Nope, not yet. What are we doing with the other one? Just leaving him in the streets?
And this guy doesn't, he didn't read the letter, right? He doesn't know where to go, and,
Nope.
yeah.
Well, he didn't really read it. He just stuck it right away. He was going to read it later. And he's kind of confused. He probably doesn't even remember getting it. So he'll probably hang out at the apples and try to find
Can
the
you
apples.
hit him with a memory thing
He'll
again?
remember us, but I can, yep.
All right, there we go, bro.
She'll spend 3 doses. She'll tip open his mouth, and shake off 3 doses of memory loss dust into his mouth.
Oh, these characters are freaking brutal.
He's gonna wake up. All of his stuff is missing. His wizard spell book is gone. He's having such a bad time.
I love a high charisma character.
All right.
I like how they didn't die.
We don't need to kill him.
All right, everyone's good here. Let's get out of here.
We'll interrogate the other guy later about, who sent you kind of thing, and we'll probably get a name. But
All right. Okay. You make your way back to the Steel Rose Mill.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's once you stash the people involved, it's give or take noon. All right. What is the plan?
what neighborhood is the Whole Hobbit in?
The Whole Hobbit, or the Whole Hobbit is in the. It's on the edge between. God damn it! Sorry, too many windows open. It is on the edge between the South Harbor Town and the Foreign Market. So it's in this district, but it's on the border.
It's in Foreign Market on the border with South Harbor Town. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's probably doesn't take too long to get there. So we'll say late afternoon. We'll go to this place.
Okay.
Whoever is around and wants to go.
Who all is looking for a thing? I think Amadeus, I think, is busy volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because his character sheet is hard to read.
Yeah, what's
and
with
I
that
don't
guy?
know what he does.
Well, Dee Dee respects that Duggan is in charge because he's been put in charge with the other Fae, and she'll go, and if Duggan's around, she'll get Duggan there.
Yeah,
We'll have this conversation basically in Cog's laboratory, which means we're in shouting distance of at Slake, and Cog is right there.
Yeah, so, this piece of paper?
And it just appears on the table as she lets go of it, and she keeps her natural invisibility going.
One of the rogues that tried to attack your caravan. You remember when you guys were in boxes? Yeah, and then, this
I
rogue...
don't remember.
Well, this rogue was, don't worry, you'll remember it soon, Sonny. You're getting there.
All right.
One of the ones that tried to hijack us.
Yeah, he tried to hire a wizard, for Lightfoot, who was the broker, to fuck over Belichek. We don't like Belicheks because Belichek was that guy who came in to attack us.
Yeah. Someone say Belichek. Yeah, that weasel's thrown his weight around a little bit too much. I'd like to get my hands on him.
Well, it's not actually against him, but I think it might be something that Belichek likes. We have 1 night to do the job because fuck Belichek, and it weighs 50 pounds, and it has to be tonight, and then we're going to go to the Whole Hobbit, but it's run by goblins. I think goblins are going to do a very bad job at making really tasty hobbit pies. I think hobbits are halflings. Oh, it's in the foreigners market. So who wants to come?
Me!
Oh, that sounds like a right there adventure there, Dee Dee. I think some of us should go on this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe we could learn more about Belichek, because they're involved in this somehow. They're the ones that wanted Sunny's blood, and they somehow know stuff about Slake, and 50 pounds is heavy.
50 pounds is very heavy.
What kind of job is this? Are we going to have a little bit of fun along the way?
There's all sorts of ways to have fun.
I don't think we should go into some strange neighborhood and start killing people, if that's what you're saying, Slake. Ah!
We can at least find out, if we find out what's happening, whose house is whose and where's, because we don't actually know what the hell we're supposed to do. Other than meet some guy.
Although having Slake and Cog as backup would be useful.
We can definitely be in the no, close by.
Capra,
Some
Slake, Cog,
We'll just put your big hat on.
and maybe Sunny could be the backup.
Where are we going?
Right. Cog, you're in charge of Sunny.
Not a problem.
Unless Capra wants to.
This way, man.
Well, actually, Capra, you might be better suited to look after the wizard, given that you should stand in back. And he like checks on some of the crocodile wounds. Like you're in that mouth, this huge thing getting chopped. He's like, "How are you feeling?"
Not too bad. But the haunch is a little pinchy, but it's gonna make some. I hear that the girls like scars, so someday.
Nah, I'll heal scars.
But do you
Oh,
like
it's for
it?
nothing.
I don't know, there's something...
I think it's supposed to be a human girl thing.
Oh, human girls
Or
are
elf
weird.
girl. I don't know.
What about Amadeus?
Amadeus is guarding in the neighborhood. He's patrolling. We'll leave him to do that, says Duggan. The 8 of us could handle a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Do we have trouble?
we could. We're gonna get in trouble a little bit, but it's to
Ooh.
punch our enemies in the nose and let them know that... What for?
Sounds exhilarating.
Don't laugh like that, Cog. Slake.
All right, we're gonna go check out this
Okay.
goblin den.
So the party is heading towards the Goblin Den. There is a map. The map is called the Whole Hobbit. Let's
Okay.
copy the characters. I got them.
You got him? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, those guys are.
Holy fuck.
So the scale is wrong. They're not huge. There's 2 maps on the map, and
Are they small or are they?
they're small. They're small. It's just that door is sized for large creatures.
You want me to auto? Want me to change the scale here?
I drew a map by hand on this as well.
I
Oh, I
like
see,
those
okay.
goblins.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm just for visual purposes, I'll make them big on this map, and then it'll be right for the other one.
Okay.
So just size. All right. Around the edge of the harbor district, between that and the foreigners district, there is this mound of earth that's been piled up that has turned into this garden. It's covered with flowers and grasses and mosses, and in front there are a couple of goblins in suits. They have toothy grins, long noses, pointy ears. One of them is tending to flowers, while the other is standing at the doorway to this tavern. The sign to this place says the Whole Hobbit. And there's a sculpture of like a halfling.
What did the note
Creature
say
which-
again? We're supposed to do here.
The note said specifically,
At high moon, meet someone.
meet the contact at Hairy Toes by High Moon. And then you know that they said something about a Lightfoot.
Okay. And
So,
Harry Toes is
Hairy Toes was this building, or this group of individuals are the Hairy
Okay.
Toes.
all right.
I think we're just supposed to go inside. I'll go check it out. You guys come running if, maybe Agony, Dust, you guys can come.
Right, that would be appropriate
Yep.
scale.
Yep. Okay, she's going to turn visible because that's polite. And she's going to land about 30 feet away from them and then walk towards them.
Hi.
Hello. The guy who's gardening says hello. He's got a pair of shears and he's watering can and he's tending some flowers.
Are you the gardener?
Yes, I am a god and
Oh, I get it. 'Cause you're gardening.
yes, I am god and
Oh, you goblins are funny. Hey, do you know anyone who teaches goblin lessons?
There are a few of us who would teach you.
Oh, so is it a
You can
rest?
speak with Bob or Lightfoot,
Oh, is Lightfoot inside?
of course.
Neat. Is there a door charge?
He turns, he looks. We're not that busy right now. No,
Oh,
not for
okay.
you.
Well, you're nice. Much nicer than I thought goblins are. I haven't met too many of them.
We sometimes have a bad reputation for brutality.
Here you go.
She gives a silver to each of them.
Your next whatever is on me.
They click the silvers to against one another. They pocket them, and the other gardener opens the door for you to go into the Whole Hobbit. And then I will fog. I will put the circle fog. And I will...
Okay. She waves her friends over.
They get a little apprehensive with sort of like the Slake and the Agony and the Cog. Like there's some interesting looks,
Yep.
but they don't stop you from entering the
Oh,
establishment.
these are my friends. They're nice.
Are they controlled?
Yeah, they behave.
Gentlemen, please enjoy your stay at the Whole Hobbit. Be sure to eat your fill.
We haven't entered yet, right?
You're basically going up the stairs, so I want to switch over so I don't have to change everybody's token size.
Okay,
The other map, which is southeast.
Is this the entryway?
No, down here.
Okay.
Das goes to you guys.
I can take the form of that other thief guy, you know. Wouldn't be too hard.
Oh, those are some ugly goblins. Or are they boggards? They're goblins?
Those are goblins.
You guys want me to do that? Take the guy's form.
Oh, just gonna put it right here.
Oh, you took Eric's for her?
Yeah, I took a sample of him so I can make myself look like him.
Oh, that's precious.
And I will go size small. And welcome to the Whole Hobbit. Please grab a seat. There's a bunch of you.
Is that empty table over there? Empty?
Yes, it is.
Dee Dee asks if the table's empty because she's used to being around invisible creatures.
Well, there's a bunch of fairies that just goes
Yeah.
to the table. Doesn't mean it's empty. Yeah. Yes, it is. We'll see if we can make some space. There's a. Do they all drink and eat?
No. Two big ones are just our guards.
Oh,
You know,
all right then.
it's handy for a lady to have protection.
That is something we understand here. You understand the rules?
Could you run those by us again?
It's pretty simple. No violence. Pay a tab.
I like this place. Done and done.
She shakes the barmaid's hand.
Okay. She leads you over to the table. She sets you up.
And then if she notices the barmaid's her fingernails painted at all,
Yes.
Oh, I like those paints. You might want to try this color.
color, she's gonna grab a couple of her paints and give the barmaid something that matches.
Mega Mark joined.
Welcome rules, they must die.
Mark's here.
Oh, Mark, dialing in for work on his break or whatever. Yeah, she's gonna chat up the barmaid. She likes the barmaid, and I guess everyone's like shuffling in.
Yep.
We'll put the two constructs in the back.
Act like guards.
Hey.
Jesus. All the Dassod
Don't
tokens. Duggan Schmurf's gonna pony up to the bar.
What will you be drinking, my small friend?
We're gonna have beers for the biggins.
Hmm?
And I'm gonna have Do you have any elven sparkling wine?
Elven sparkling wine. No, we have several varieties of Hobbit ale.
Ooh, how about cider?
Cider. Yes, we do have a cider.
Okay.
She drops down 3 gold coins, not knowing how much things cost.
Is that
Okay.
enough?
Of course. Would you be needing refreshments, pie or pastries?
You make pie here?
Of course we make pie. This is the best Hobbit-themed establishment on the planet.
Did you learn from hobbits?
Of course I did.
Who are you?
My friends call me Bob.
Bob.
He holds out his hand.
Hi. Dee Dee.
Hello, Dee Dee.
Oh yeah, we'll have pie. Enough pie for all of them. And me. And Duggan.
Of course. He sort of
Fruit pie, not fruit pie,
Oh.
not meat pie.
She says,
Fruit pie, not meat pie. Dessert pie. All right. Do the big ones want a meat pie, or
You know, Agony's got sharp teeth, so yeah, he wants a meat pie.
one fruit pie, one meat pie?
she puts down another gold coin, not knowing how much things cost. She's pretty loosey-goosey with her money.
Yep.
Every single time they had downtime, except for this time, she's spent all of her gold.
Okay. Bob basically yells something down a little hatch here.
Hey,
There's a response yelled up.
Hannah,
Yes.
Uh.
Yes.
who's Lightfoot?
You wouldn't want to talk to him.
We might want to talk to him, or we might.
Actually, she turns around and you've got like an army with you. She basically just the guy who's like you're seated beside him.
Which, this guy?
Yep.
Huh.
There is a rotund, short. He's got a tri-corner hat.
Yep.
He's got a sort of a fattish face with a beard that is sort of in jowl, like it's beard across jowls. He's wearing a tunic. He's sitting there. He does have hairy feet, and he looks very content.
What's he normally drink?
He's typically a fan of something stronger, though it's a little early in the day.
What's the thing that he likes?
Get him a rye.
Like the weed?
The alcohol distilled from the weed.
Oh, okay. Do you have a bottle?
Yes. Would you like me to serve it to him?
Yeah. Is this enough?
She puts down 10 gold coins.
She pushes 3 coins back at this point.
Oh, okay.
She's blowing on her fingernails.
Yep.
Okay, you just have a seat. Food will be out soon.
Duggan will sit on the end of the bar and drink his drink, just kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Dewdrop will...
I got pie and beers, and that's Lightfoot over there.
Whatever.
I like pie and beers.
I know, you're a human.
I am a human.
Humans probably like that stuff.
Just one thing. Detect thoughts is up.
Okay. When you
Who's in the no good, doing something soon, meeting somebody soon kind of zone?
I took your damage off, Herrick, just because you're
yeah.
running around with like knock the fuck out damage on
he
your
doesn't
token.
have- this guy's fine. Doesn't have any damage.
Okay. One of the things that you noticed is that there seems to be races within the goblins themselves. There's light-skinned ones. There's dark-skinned ones. There seems to be a few of the more pug-nosed or frog-headed ones, very large heads. In the corner, there's a very classical-looking goblin in a robe with a pointy hat. you've got a spell up. You're detecting thoughts. Let's just read how detect thoughts work.
You concentrate. It takes 3 rounds. On the 3rd round, they get a will save. On the 2nd round, if there's somebody has an int of 26 or 10 higher than you,
your head explodes.
You can get stunned.
Just blood pours out your nose.
And because it's a cone, you probably have to position yourself a bit different.
No, I'm turning my head like, all right, let's look on this side for a bit.
Yep.
Nothing interesting. Let's get that side for a bit. Nothing interesting.
All right. Who are you concentrating on?
Do we know anything about?
You don't sense any mines that aren't shown on the map.
Okay, I'll focus. I have to focus one by one.
You have to pick a target.
All right. 1d2. 2. I start from the left. 1. I start from the right.
Dee Dee's already pointed out who Lightfoot is.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she goes. Oh, Lightfoot's
Okay, I'm focusing on him.
Okay. He's like 5 feet from Sunny. Like.
Yep, I'm focusing on him. What's going through his mind?
What's your save DC?
29. No, I'm kidding. His save DC is it's not that high. It's come on. Abilities, 16.
16.
Yep.
Ooh, that's. I wished it was not as close.
Charisma based. Yep.
It's a charisma based one for him. Okay. So he is a Shmer, which means it's a Shmi, plus an ability score. You don't know what he's thinking.
Okay, Dee Dee's gonna
Although
wait.
he is eating a pie, and he is drinking some ale, and he's generally appears to be content with himself.
Okay. Does Hannah bring the bottle over?
Yep, Hannah brings over a bottle. The neighboring table sent this over.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Dee Dee's gonna flutter over, and she kind of asks, like, "Do you mind if I sit?"
Please. You've brought me one of my favorite beverages.
She just giggles.
You're Lightfoot, huh?
Yep, from a long line of Lightfoots.
Oh.
He stretches his leg out and he sort of twiddles his toes. He's got like very large feet for a goblin.
I'm Dee Dee. From a long line of sun petals.
Mm.
And, we're here to talk to you.
You're here to talk with me? Why ever would you want to talk to me?
She waits for the waitress to go away.
You get around the next table.
It's about fudge.
About fudge.
Yeah.
You mean the dessert?
Well. And it's about bells?
It's about bells.
And about checks?
Bell checks.
Yeah. We're here for a job.
I,
One night only.
one night only for a job, you say?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fudge spell checks.
Hmm.
Because they don't cash very nice.
So, are you... You wouldn't be here for business, would you?
For business?
Of course.
Well, fudge spell checks
Hmm.
is sort of like mixing business and pleasure, but that's sort of the Fey way. Always mix business with pleasure.
Agreed on that. So, he kind of looks over to, like, the Cog and the Slake.
It's the Fey god of mixing business and pleasure. We are slowly making the 1001 Fey gods, so Fey god
That's a good one.
of mixing business and pleasure.
I prefer luck and coin myself, but business and pleasure is basically the same thing.
Yeah, so we got your message. We're here to do the job. If you could tell us a little bit more, that'd be really helpful.
Uh,
I know it's not the right time of day, but we got antsy.
I fully understand. So you are supposed to be the thieves, yes?
Well, it's kind of a crude term for Fae. We're pan-dimensional and magical.
She turns invisible.
Yes, I was trying.
She turns invisible, and then turns visible again. She's like sitting on the other side of the chair.
Yes, I was looking. We were potentially needing. Someone was potentially contracting for a magical support to assist.
Well, we got magic, we got muscle, we got trickery.
So, you wouldn't happen to have your invite, would you?
This thing?
Was that the scroll?
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't realize that they would have come to you. That seems reasonable, though, I suppose.
Yeah, what's this pay? We'd rather the payment come to us. Duggan's in charge of payment. He's our muscle as well as the pay guy.
He's your muscle.
Yeah.
There's a couple of the guys that are around the bar. A couple of the other the bigger goblins are they're laughing too. Apparently, it's time to laugh. They don't know what they're laughing about there.
She's just like laughing along, but she doesn't find it funny.
You know, the halflings have many tales about basically the mighty being small.
Halflings have tails?
No, that is a myth. They tales, stories, tall tales,
Okay.
legends of small ones who were very, very strong.
Well, Fae come in all shapes and sizes, and some of them are tricky.
Yes, they are. So, are you worried about the pay, or you want to understand the job?
We want to stand up. Call me, dash a C.
Well, your hitters are already there getting ready, and they need support in getting in. It looks like you have plenty of support with you.
Yeah.
You do understand that your share will be a share, yes?
Yeah, sure.
He turns, there's the chair beside him.
Yep.
He pulls the top of the chair up. It's packed with silver. Like the top is just, it's about 600 pounds of silver.
600 pounds of silver.
Yes.
Could you have that delivered? Yeah, we don't want to fill our pockets before the job.
You were, to be clear, this is upon receipt of the good.
She's gonna do some math. 600 pounds of silver. Is it 50 coins per pound?
It's 50 coins per pound.
Divide by 10. That's 3,000 gold. That's not too bad.
Oh yeah, we want it delivered. We also, if we do a good job, want you to come directly to us in the future for jobs.
Roll a sense motive.
Yep. She takes people out of her word a lot. +5. 11.
If you do a good job, of course we'll come to you first. I mean, if your skill sets are appropriate.
Yeah.
You do understand Lightfoot is simply a purveyor of business. Luck.
Can we hear what they're saying, by the way, in the other table?
They're not that far away. They're talking 5 feet away.
Sense motive from my guy. Dassod, what's the sense motive?
Cog, who's acting like a guard, or Dassod?
Dassod.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking Kev is so useful, man.
He's got skills.
Yep.
Skills to pay the bills.
He stayed alive.
Dee Dee's more like, he'll trust you, but if you...
For the love of...
Okay, so you're like
Yeah, this is legit.
people come to you when they need stuff done, and you arrange the. You're like a spider at the center of the web.
I'm a hobbit in my burrow.
Have you ever really met a halfling before?
Of course I have.
Oh.
I spent many a day with them. Even. There is a tale about that. He pours a glass of 2 shots of rye.
Yep.
Pushes one over to Dee Dee.
Yeah, Dee Dee sniffs at it and kind of licks it and like...
It's strong.
She'll prestidigitate her tongue to make it taste like honey.
If you do good on this, we could talk about it.
Okay. What's
Give me
the?
a perception check from Dee Dee. He's actually, or if anybody who's paying attention, so let's just do a perk.
Yep.
I'll do a perk. Perk!
Perceptionus.
Cog and Capra notice or see that he is a holy symbol. Maybe he's wearing an amulet of a golden face. It's like a coin with a face on it. It's made of gold.
Okay, so what's the thing we're supposed to take?
I don't know.
And the thing, the guy who's in charge of the hitters, what's his name?
Barn.
Barn?
Yep, he's leading the hit squad.
Is he human?
You're supposed to get them in. Of course they're human.
Uh,
I was expecting more humans. I'm very impressed.
It's like they looked out the window and they were in labor and saw a barn, and that's what they named him. Oh, I feel sorry for Barn already.
Yes. So, I only have one jumper, because I was expecting one of you.
What's a jumper?
He hands over a blue set of overalls and a hat,
Okay.
and a leather belt where you could stick some tools. You're going to help get them in. There's a train.
Train?
There's a train. And this train is going to stop at a very particular station.
Okay.
And it will stop for a very short period of time.
Okay.
There is a way to get in. Train 47's 18th carriage.
Train 4718. You got that, guys?
Huh? 4718. There is a maintenance tunnel with which you will gain access to the underside of the train. You should be far enough away from the guards to not alert them. He kind of looks over like Slake for a second. Inside that cargo container are some special goods. You are going to open the portal for the other hitters.
Port.
What do you mean
He
portal?
looks at the door, port, method of entry, portal.
And let everyone in?
You will let the hitters in. You will also then find a way to get to the merchandise.
Which is where?
In that particular car. You should know it when you see it. It will be in a crate. The crate will have a inspection note on it, showing that it has been approved, and it will be of a Zoltan family.
Steamy.
Zoltan or Belichek?
Zoltan.
Oh, okay.
The Belicheks are going to miss this.
Ah, it's coming for Zoltan going to Belichek's, and we're gonna snatch it. Do we leave before the train goes, or?
Oh, I would hope you leave before the train goes, otherwise it's going to be very painful to get out.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just jump off the train and fly away, I guess.
Don't get shot.
Shot? I wasn't even planning on it. Good note. They're gonna be Imperials with their stupid guns on the train.
It is an Imperial train. It's Ironmein 47.
Why couldn't it be like a conga line of fun ferries and join the Congo?
I am certain we can arrange a conga line of ferries. We've got 2 ferries here. I'm certain we can arrange a conga line.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to follow a conga line?
That's alright. It's okay. I like this place. We'll be back when there's nothing job to do. Because we're professionals. Yeah.
Sure you are.
No. Well, yeah, business and pleasure, I suppose, but they play by different rules.
Have you heard of the rumors about this Rose of Steel?
He tries to like cover up the little. So if you've noticed at the bottom of everyone's sheet, she's been working with Slake and Duggan Schmurf to have a like little rose emblem. So there's like a metal rose pin on each and every one of these characters. Maybe I think the only one that doesn't have it is Herrick, because you know, with your changing shape and
it would be very odd.
Yeah.
He's wearing a Star Trek badge.
But everyone has this steel rose, and there's one really tiny one.
Nope.
She giggles.
Actually, yeah. So, we're the Steel Rose Watch. At least, well, a tenth of us, anyways.
Pleasure to meet you, Steel Rose.
Say the
Hold out
heavy
his
hitters
hand.
will come later.
What's that?
Yeah. The neighborhood's ours, and we're gonna run it the Fey way. But we really like what you got going on here. We're gonna send all of our business this way.
Mutually beneficial relationships.
Would you like to meet Duggan? He's our leader.
Of course, he's the mighty little muscle.
This is Duggan Schmurf, Blue Wing. Duggan Schmurf. This is Lightfoot of the Whole Hobbit.
He's going to pour 3
Yep.
little glasses of rye.
Right there, it's good to meet you. That's right. We're in charge of the old stacks. I'm their leader and I'm their muscle.
You're the leader and the muscle.
That's right. I spent most of my life training to tell people what and what for.
So how did you displace the rats?
He basically shoots it and goes against the table, and then sends it flying into a wall.
Bob is looking like he's got this look of dismay. This look of like
Yeah, so the wall and the cup both took something like 2d6 plus 7 damage. Like there's a shot glass embedded into the wooden wall.
hey, no violence.
Gold coin tossed his way. Oh, keep it up there.
I don't know if Duggan was trying to impress them. Duggan's intimidate is plus 12, plus 8 with size differentials.
Okay, roll him.
Yep. He was just trying to I'm the muscle. 25.
25. 16, 20. All right. Duggan.
That's right. It's who I am.
Well, welcome to the Hairy Toes. You should do well in this business if you last.
Been around a lot longer than most of you. But I get what you were saying. Dee Dee's right. She's a bit of our voice box, but she's right. I was listening. Nothing that she said was wrong.
And if I was going to ask about a certain dwarf that might have gone missing recently.
This one. No, I'm not changing to that guy.
Are you saying you miss him, or are you happy that he's gone? Kind of missing him.
Well, it is uncouth to speak ill of the dead, but fuck him.
Right?
I fudge him.
I don't think you'll see him around, even if you do. I don't think he's right in the head.
So, since you're the muscle, you should know what I suspect is bringing along the guards that are being brought along. Since you're so potent and strong.
He does a little pose. A little strongman pose. Agony is rubbing his temples right now.
There is a
Offer. On our side or theirs?
their side.
Alright. We got our own hitters and a few sneaks as well. We'll be able to handle any extra problems that they throw our way. Well, look,
Mistress Carr.
we're looking to make friends with the surrounding neighbourhoods. This is a good... You're in charge of just this place or the neighbourhood?
Though one's influence is not limited by a mere borough.
Right, you came to the right place then. We're making the right friends. I sense it. In my strong bones.
Oh, so strong. Watch out for her dog. He will smell you.
Right? No dogs?
Okay, I'm trying to read what the detect thoughts. How long?
It lasts for 1 minute per character level. Or
No,
per
no,
cast
no.
level.
So I want to try it again because I'm hearing interesting stuff. I'm like, what's he talking about? What dog?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
You'd have to recast, I think.
Is it just that simple?
Is it constant?
Well, it's duration.
It's
Yeah.
at will. I can just.
Will means it's a spell. It's either supernatural or spell. Give me a second.
Okay, so
At third round, surface area target.
you must cast Detect Thoughts again to have another chance. So you have to recast.
Yeah, it's a spell
Yeah.
ability, so it's a complex
Sure.
action.
Okay.
Now, is there do I have to say I actually cast a spell, or is it like?
You have to actually cast a spell.
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Do you have anything that allows you to detect thoughts?
Bluff.
Okay, there's a feat called it's called Obfuscate Spell.
Conceal spell, I believe this is the
Conceal
feat.
spell.
You may
that,
want to.
that feat tree that
You may want to add
showed
that
us.
to your.
So
Yeah.
you could go to the pisser and cast the spell, then come back.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Let's see if it works from there, because I can just wait there for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Like, nope. Try it
Okay.
again. Nope.
There's a room in the back to take a shit in. You're now detecting thoughts through the bathroom.
Nice.
Okay, now you can roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
You basically you could do a stealth or you could do a bluff or a perform, because what you're really doing is trying to conceal the noises as like, I'm pissing.
Oh no, man! God, closer. It's horrible. All right, so you wanna still a stealth or a bluff, or
Yep. Just
Okay.
a perform.
Pick your
I'll
preferred
go with
poison.
bluff. 35.
Okay, nobody's like,
Nobody
"Hey,
wants to
stop
get
casting spells
close
this
to
shit."
that.
Like,
Do
okay,
not go in there.
okay, you don't read his thoughts.
But my spell is called Metamucil.
It's my,
Straight on time.
it's my favorite meta magic spell. Metamucil.
Well, I'll do this again and again and again.
Okay.
All right, well,
God, I've had it. This man has no mind.
All right, so there's a scary dog and that. Okay, what time are we supposed to meet your buds?
The train comes through at 4 a.m. It'll
Okay,
stop for 8 minutes.
8 minutes. All right. So we should be in the maintenance locker well before then.
Assuming the other team does their job properly, the train will stop within a few feet of your maintenance hatch.
Okay, doke. The Imperials tend to have wizards on the
They
trains.
do, of course. They've got wizards and guns and cannons and all sorts of fiery destruction used to crush civilizations under their thumb.
What happens if we get into a big fight, but still get the goods?
If you get the goods back and you're not bringing Imperials in tow, you get paid.
Excellent.
If you get the goods back and you do bring Imperials in tow, well, I don't know you.
Never
Right.
met a man.
the hole is closed too.
I think this is the start of a beautiful friendship, Lightfoot. Of the long line of Lightfoots.
A dewdrop of the long line of dew petals. Sun petal. I might have screwed that up. I'm sorry.
That's alright. Dee Dee's fine.
Duggan Smurf.
That's right. You don't forget my name.
See, he's even got a little steel rose, too. Let's see what it is.
That's right. We're right.
Okay, let's get a diplomacy check. Duggan didn't help, but role playing was good, so we're gonna do like a +2, -2 to just make it a diplomacy check.
Okay. For Dee Dee. 24.
24. He seems happy. He seems genuine.
Okay.
Hey, let's go!
You would want to meet them at Station 16. It's the maintenance hatch. It's underneath. You'll find it.
Okay.
They're expecting one man in a suit.
Where's our human?
So much piss everywhere.
Humans are so leaky.
Oh. It's nice to be a human. Although I suppose it would be nice to be other magical beings as well.
Alright, hey you. Friend. Put this on. Well, not here, but you can put it on the street.
She's giving Herrick the clothes, the jumper suit. She's
to
trying
Das?
not to say Das or Kev's name.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't really know Herrick's name, so...
Hey,
You
you.
got it,
Yep.
boss.
I'm assuming it's like some sort of train maintenance suit or
It's
something like that.
it's a maintenance suit. It's
Add that to your sheet. Does the so it's Station 16, Train 47. Is there a name for this organization, like the CBB Railroad or something like that? Or
it was the Ironmein. It was the Ironmein train, Ironmein Railroad Company. So it's Ironmein number 47.
okay. So yeah, you've got an Ironmein maintenance worker.
Maintenance
It's
jumper.
early enough in the development of the train system here where there's certain chunks of track that are actually exclusive to certain organizations, and certain chunks of tracks are shared. So you have places where trains would fork off
Mm-hmm.
because I own this track, you can't use my track, you need to use my trains, my track.
And is this I had a song that that rhymed with track go through my head. I'm like, nope, this is not what I'm gonna sing. Nope. I'm not gonna sing this one out loud. Although it's still going through my head. All right. I don't know how to get rid of it.
All right.
What
so
neighborhood is this supposed to be in?
it is northeast of town. It's about a 10-kilometer, 15-kilometer walk.
Oh, so it's outside of town.
It's outside of town.
So this
It's
is like
a way station outside town.
this is like an industrial type junction, or they may not do this type of transferring of goods in populated areas.
It would be a station where you would disconnect trains to readjust for another track. So it's like one of those short chunks of track off the edge of the main rail.
Okay, I think we're gonna walk there now, but not like walk into the train yards. Like just kind of stay on the periphery of the train yards, and then send spies ahead to go have a look. I think Dassod on the ground and an invisible Dee Dee might be the two that just go and check things out.
All right. So let's go to.
What did I do? Did I touch my face?
Did you touch your face?
Oh, the song. Yeah, no, not on screen.
When I think about you, I touch my
No, it wasn't that one.
All right. So let's grab the characters. We've got everybody. Oh no, everybody. There we go. Everybody. Copy. I'm going to the forest path.
Okay.
In the forest.
I've had liquids for dinner, so I'm gonna take a quick break again.
Here.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Got this.
I broke the seal.
Okay, and then.
I'm really enjoying playing a charismatic character. They're fun. They are the fun.
I like talky characters. They're just a thing I like.
Oh, but this guy's even like, I could change the way I look in a second.
Yes,
Kind of cool.
it's very. It is a very strong. There we go.
here. Sorry, I'm not talking right now. I am busy drawing.
No, the characters are not online. We do actually, Adam.
Mhm.
We don't have the characters online. We could actually put them up. I don't have a problem with that.
We used to put them up.
Oh yeah,
For Legends, they were up.
for Legends, yeah, for Legends they're up on
what's
the
going on.
on our website. But there's so many characters, man. Yeah, you know what? If
Oh, I'm not getting things cached. Give me a second. I gotta disconnect and reconnect.
Oh.
What map should I be on?
You should be on the forest path. And I was busy drawing because I realized I forgot to draw one. Whoopsie.
yeah, it's not that Legends saw the Imperium as a nuisance. They saw them as just like an evil thing that had to be dealt with.
Who
Right.
are we talking about?
Oh no, this is Wither King. They're talking about he's bringing up good memories, and people are wondering if we can put our characters online, character sheets online, our builds and stuff.
Yeah, where would I put that?
Okay. So
I'm
It was-
not getting it loading for some reason.
Which screen?
The forest path.
forest path isn't loading.
No, it's like caching and caching and caching.
Oh no.
Give me a second.
It doesn't like I'm just I can move Toker to another map.
No, I'll just close map tools completely and redo it. For some reason, this version of map tools does not like remote DMs adding things.
What's weird is that only your side has the problem. Like I think it's something to do with XSplit and its pipeline to Twitch.
Yep.
Because also it wasn't being like before.
Well, no, the
was-
server's fine, and now it's fine. There's something about, yeah. So,
There's just something.
okay, that's the DM view. We want the PC view. Give me a second. Mohammed, do you want to clear out initiative sheet while we're doing this?
Yep.
Do you know how to add initiatives?
Yep. He's an Excel sheet writer.
No, like how to generate the random numbers and...
Oh, and the on this puppy? No, actually, I don't. All right, maybe I don't, Marty.
I love my players. Smack. Talking smack to me. All right.
Check your IP.
Shit.
Yeah, I think we're in the right spot.
Okay. Yes. So you are about 400 meters, 300 meters away from what looks to be a way station. There are people at the way station. There's a few buildings, as well as a series of different snaking train tracks. It looks like they could do an interchange of 6 different trains at the same time here, which means they have 8 train tracks as well as a few switch panels. If you wanted to
cause a muck-up to the transportation system, this is a place you could do it with. I don't have a map for that grid. I could probably pull one if you want, but we're having issues downloading them anyway.
No, that's fine.
There is a guard station as well as a little captain's area, and there's a few people standing around. There's currently a train in the station. This particular train has, let's roll a die, 1d20